all I accomplished was feeling exhausted. Okay, so let me take you back to when I first became a vegan. I was so excited, really excited, right? And I was like, yo, let me change my life. I've become the healthiest version of me. And I thought, you know what? What better way to start than by adding a smoothie into my life? Because, well, why not? Smoothies, smoothies, smoothies. But here's where I made a mistake. Here's where I made a mistake. So, I was so excited, right? I remember going to the groceries, right? Anything that was remotely vegan, I just put it all in a trolley. Put it all in a trolley. And then, yeah, anything that had like the vegan tag, I'm like, yes. I'll take one of you, one of you, one of you, one of you. Yes, 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 yes. Of course, right? And I remember going to my blender, right? And I literally filled it to the top. There was literally no room at all. Like no room. So this is what I would do, right? I would get like a spoon, squeeze, press the ingredients down, and then add more. I thought, if this is meant to be healthy, then why not? There's no harm in doing so, right? So I'm talking like 15 plus ingredients, y'all. Like, yo, a lot of, whew. I was doing the most. I was doing the most. And you know what I didn't think about? How gross it would taste, because, listen, it was looking like a swamp. It was looking like Shrek, not one, not Shrek 2, but Shrek, all of the above. It was looking a mess. It was looking like, it looked like, whew. It didn't help that I just put, oh, y'all. But even though it looked like a mess, I would convince myself that it was the most nutritious thing on the planet, right? Big mistake. Big mistake. I was so caught up with things like superfoods that I was just putting everything inside, right? And I wasn't even thinking about how the flavors would work together, or most importantly, how my digestive system would handle all these different things all at once. And then, surprise, 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 I felt terrible. I felt bloated. I remember thinking to myself, what on earth is going on? This isn't the trash I was eating from before. Like my crisps, my burgers, my pizzas. I was eating wholesome ingredients. So why was I feeling so bloated? I just didn't understand. So yeah, I was feeling sluggish. And I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was feeling a little bit defeated. I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling a little bit defeated. I was ashamed because there was so much youthful exuberance at the beginning, where I felt like a kid at a candy shop discovering new ingredients, trying new things, because I was new to the vegan lifestyle, right? Like, feeling sluggish like that and bloated, I was like, what's going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? And my body was like, what are you doing to me? But I was so sure that, I mean, I know what I put in the blender, so surely I must be doing something right. So it was confusing for me. But after a few weeks of these complicated smoothies, I realized that, you know what, maybe I am overcomplicating things, right? So I remember feeling gutted, right? Gutted. And then I did some self-reflection, and I thought, okay, what if food doesn't need to be this overcomplicated? I mean, people have been eating food for centuries, generations. So surely I'm just overcomplicating things, right? So I thought, you know what? Let me just do one ingredient at a time, so that my body has only one thing to focus on. So I even took out the blender altogether. And I just started having mono meals really. Just one fruit at a time. Watermelon on its own, no blender involved, just a pure, beautiful, juicy watermelon. Let me tell you, it was amazing. It was amazing. Oh my days. And I felt better. I did the same with other fruits. Papaya, no blender involved, just the pure goodness of that exotic fruit. Papaya. Same thing. I felt amazing. I felt exuberant. Yeah. Felt good. So I gave it a try. Instead of these 15 ingredient blended smoothies, if we can even call it that, I just tried one ingredient at a time. No blender, no overcomplication. I'm having a soursop. Yo! Soursop. Yo. Whoo! Soursop. Oh my. Yo! Soursop. If you haven't had it before, you must try it. It is amazing. Soursop is such a beautiful, beautiful fruit. Oh my. Whoo! Soursop. Please. So good. I felt amazing. I felt amazing after having soursop. And I thought, okay, there's something about this monomeal stuff. And don't get it twisted. I love smoothies. In fact, I have a smoothie probably every day, right? But not this 15 ingredient nonsense. No. Just chill, relax, and put the ingredients that my body actually needs, not just random things, right? I'm not Santa Christmas, just party lime. I felt light, I felt energized, and I felt more present with my food. And that was a kicker for me. I felt more present, more connected. And that's what it's about, because I was tired of feeling bloated. It's not a good feeling. It's just like, you just like feel like heavy and groggy. It's just like, no, thank you. Not if I can help it. Who knew simplicity could be so powerful? Well, apparently quite a few people. Which is why, if I could start over, I would give myself this pep talk. That simplicity is transformative. I'll say it again. Simplicity is transformative. I would remind myself that when things get complicated, simplify. But that was part of the journey, right? Making those mistakes, right? But hey, that was part of the journey, right? Making those mistakes, trying everything under the sun. But now, I'm glad that I've realized that sometimes just simplifying is all I need, especially when I'm going overboard. So if you're starting as a raw vegan, or even as a vegan, I would say this: just you learn from my example, and that you don't need 15 plus ingredients. That might seem excessive, but even 10 plus, 9 plus, just take it back, relax, chill, and just start with one ingredient at a time, mono meals, and see how your body reacts and adapts, right? That way you can actually feel how your body is actually reacting to what you are having. So you got to be intuitive and be really aware of what you're allowing into your system, allowing into your body. Start by eating one thing at a time, and then over time, if you want to add more things, make it more elaborate, more decorative, more variety, by all means do that. But to start with, if it was me starting over, to start with, I would start by just having one ingredient at a time. Mono meals, soursop, watermelon, papaya, mangoes, apples. There's so many things. But just slow down and learn from my example. When I'm having smoothies, which as I said before is daily, now I know exactly what I'm putting in and why. You want to get to that point because it's a blissful place starting each day with a smoothie. Whew, I love my smoothies. I love it. Do you love smoothies? Let me know.